Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another important topic related to canvas. Okay, so this time we are going to see how we can draw a quadratic Bezier curve on a canvas with the help of JavaScript. Prior to this session, we have already discussed many other important things like how we can create a simple line, how we can draw a circle, how we can draw a rectangle. So this session is in the continuation of the same, where we will talk about the Bezier curve, like how to draw a Bezier curve on a canvas. Okay. But before we start the discussion, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic. For now, we will just focus on the Bezier curve part, like what all method we can use in order to draw a Bezier curve. Okay, so by the end of this session, you will be able to understand what is a curve, how to draw a curve, what all methods are used for a curve, and how it will look when we see in the output. Okay, so I think now we are good to start with the session. Here you can see we have just noted down the basic HTML code. So that include one title in the head section, which is showing Tech Sharmit, and one heading which is showing HTML by Tech Sharmit. Now what we will do, we will save this thing and refresh the browser. So after a refresh, you will see that HTML by Tech Sharmit text is printing because it is printed because we are using H1 heading. Now what we will do after this, we will write here H2. In H2, we will mention another heading which is process to draw a quadratic Bezier curve. Okay, so this is the target for this session. Like we are going to see how to draw, or what is the process that we can follow to draw the quadratic Bezier curve. Clear? So if I save it, refresh it, the heading is coming like this. After this, what we will do here, like we are talking about the curve, we are going to draw something. So to draw something, we would need what? We would need one canvas. So let's draw the canvas here. Here I'll write canvas. In canvas, we will mention the ID. So here I'll write ID. You can give any name, but make sure that you provide the same in script. So here I'm using canvas 1. Then we will set the width. Width would be 600 pixels. Then we will set the height. In height, we will put 300 pixels. Okay. Now, just after this, we will save it and refresh the browser. So after the refresh, you will see there is nothing. Why? Because we have not specified any border yet. So to specify the border, what we will do, we will write here style. In style, we will write border. In border, we will write 5 pixel solid black. Okay. So what it will do now, it will create a border to this canvas. Now remember one thing, this is not the rectangle shape. This is just a piece of paper where we are going to draw the image or curve. Sometime if students do, like whenever they are asked to draw the rectangle, they just simply add the canvas and that's it. No, that's not the correct thing, because you are not here to draw the canvas, right? We are supposed to draw something on canvas. So you can relate this with your drawing book. Suppose if you are drawing any picture or any sketch on a drawing book. So in that case, what you will do, you will open one drawing book. One sheet would be there. On that sheet, you will draw something, right? So you can relate that sheet with this canvas. Okay. So this is the canvas, just a sheet. Now on this sheet, we will draw the curve. Okay, so I think now we are good to draw the curve. So for that, we will use one script. So I'll write here script. The first part that we are supposed to do in the script is we have to connect the canvas with this script. So for that, what we will do, we will write here where C equal document dot get element by ID. And here we will mention the ID, which is canvas 1. Now you can save this thing after that we will define the context. So what basically this line is doing, this is connecting the canvas1 with this variable c. Then we will define the context. Context would be ctx context, and here we will write c dot get context, and here we will mention 2d. Remember one thing, this entire script should be in proper case. That means it is case sensitive. So if you are writing something as a small a, then you have to make sure that yes, it is in small a, otherwise it will not work. Okay, for example, if you look at the first line, which is first line of script, which is document.getElement by id. So here get is started with small g, whereas element and by and id are started with capital letters. So you have to write it as it is, otherwise it will not work. Clear? So this is case sensitive. Now once we are ready with this thing, it's time to draw something new. So to tell the browser that we are going to draw something new here, what we will do, we will use one method which is begin path. So we will write here ctx dot begin path. That's it. Okay, so you can simply write here ctx dot begin path. So what this line will do, it will tell the browser that we are going to create a new path, we are going to create a new drawing or new structure. Clear? Once it is done, then we are supposed to use move to function, and we all know that move to function is mainly used to start to give a starting point. Okay, so how to use it? You can simply write here ctx dot move to, where move are having small characters, and to letter t in 2 is capital, so you have to write in the same way. Now we can provide the coordinates. So I'm providing like this 10 and 100. You can provide it as per your requirement, and once starting position is defined, then we can use the next method, which is ctx dot quadratic curve 2. Okay, so what this function will do now, it will ask for the coordinates of the curve. So here I can pass 250, 170, 230, 20. So what this will do now, it will draw a quadratic curve according to this coordinate. Now some of you might be thinking, like, from where we will get this kind of information, numbers like 25, 170, how we are deciding it? So like I did some practice and I figured out all these points through which I can draw a proper curve. But in case if you want to try by your own, so firstly I would recommend to follow the same thing, like you can draw in the same manner as I'm doing, and then you can try to change the value and you can find out like how you can change the things. Clear? But for now you can just follow this part. Okay, so once it is done, then if you save it and see the output, nothing will show. Why? Because we have not stroked anything. Okay, and we all know after drawing something we have to use ctx dot stroke. So here I'll write ctx dot stroke, and when we refresh it, you can see the curve is coming like this. Okay, similarly if you make it as 25, right now you can see it's kind of bit different, so let me 25. Yes, now it is proper quadratic Bezier curve. Okay, so likewise you can change the value and you can decide like how to make the curve. Clear? Now if let's say someone asks you to change the color of this curve, yes, you can change. You can simply use the stroke style. So you just need to write here ctx dot stroke style, where style would be capital S. Then we will write here equal, and here we will write what? We will write red for now. Save it and refresh it. So you can see it is coming with a red color. Likewise if you make it as blue, it will work as blue. Okay, so it's up to you like how you would like to set the color of this stroke. You can decide your own color. And regarding the things like methods, so yes, these are the some important methods that we are supposed to utilize in order to create a quadratic Bezier curve on a canvas. So I hope this session is clear to all of you, and now you can just do a practice of this thing by changing the coordinates. You can just explore like what all methods are there surrounding to it. Okay, although like we are going to cover everything in the playlist, but still I would suggest you to please at least try to figure out something new and explore something new. Firstly, you can repeat the same thing which is mentioned in the session, and then you can try to explore the things. Clear? So yeah, that's all for today. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.